Tangible and intangible value drivers and data to measure them. Value drivers are factors that enable an organization to create additional value for customers through its products or services. These drivers enhance the attractiveness of offerings compared with competitors, and therefore strengthen competitive advantage. Value drivers may relate to product quality, operational efficiency, brand reputation, or customer relationships. The more effectively an organization develops and manages its value drivers, the greater its ability to differentiate itself in the marketplace. Identifying value drivers is an important part of corporate appraisal because it helps managers understand how the organization creates value and where improvements or investments may enhance competitive performance. Tangible value drivers are physical or measurable resources that contribute directly to value creation. Examples include advanced production facilities, efficient distribution networks, and access to high-quality or low-cost raw materials. These assets often improve operational efficiency, product quality, or delivery performance. However, tangible drivers are generally easier for competitors to replicate because they are visible and can often be acquired through investment. As a result, while tangible assets may support operational performance, they rarely provide sustainable competitive advantage over the long term unless combined with other strategic capabilities. Organizations must therefore consider both tangible and intangible drivers when developing competitive strategies. Intangible value drivers are non-physical assets that contribute to competitive advantage but are harder to measure and imitate. These include brand reputation, intellectual property, organizational knowledge, employee expertise, supplier relationships, and customer loyalty. Such drivers often form the foundation of sustainable competitive advantage because competitors cannot easily replicate them. For example, technological know-how or strong customer relationships may take years to develop. Modern organizations increasingly recognize that effective management of intangible assets is essential for long-term success. Strategic management therefore involves identifying, protecting, and leveraging these intangible drivers to strengthen market position and organizational performance. Measuring value drivers requires both financial and non-financial data to capture the full range of factors influencing performance. Frameworks such as performance pyramids or balanced scorecards help organizations link value drivers with measurable indicators. Tangible drivers may be measured through metrics such as production efficiency, defect rates, or delivery times. Intangible drivers may be assessed through indicators such as customer satisfaction, employee engagement, brand recognition, or innovation performance. By integrating these measures into performance management systems, organizations can monitor whether strategic initiatives are strengthening key drivers of value and contributing to long-term competitive advantage. Real option perspectives. Real options analysis applies financial option theory to strategic decision-making. It views strategic investments as opportunities that give organizations the right, but not the obligation, to pursue future initiatives. Instead of committing fully to large investments immediately, firms may invest in smaller exploratory projects that preserve flexibility. If conditions become favorable, the organization can expand the investment. If circumstances change, it can abandon the project with limited losses. This approach allows organizations to manage uncertainty more effectively and avoid committing resources prematurely in unpredictable environments. Real options emphasize flexibility and staged investment when dealing with uncertain strategic opportunities. Organizations may adopt strategies that allow them to delay, expand, scale down, or abandon projects depending on how conditions evolve. For example, a company may conduct pilot projects, invest in research and development, or establish partnerships before committing to full-scale production. These staged decisions reduce risk while still allowing organizations to capture opportunities if market conditions become favorable. By viewing strategic initiatives as options rather than fixed commitments, managers can maintain adaptability in rapidly changing industries. The value of a real option increases when uncertainty and time horizons increase. When future outcomes are highly uncertain, maintaining flexibility becomes more valuable because organizations can adjust decisions as new information becomes available. Similarly, longer timeframes allow managers more opportunities to observe market developments before committing to large investments. Real options thinking therefore encourages organizations to treat uncertainty as a potential source of value rather than purely as a risk. By structuring investments in stages and preserving decision flexibility, firms can improve their strategic resilience and maximize long-term opportunities.